Chris Palme here at Active Relief Center here in Guelph, and I have a special guest with me this afternoon, and she's a local pro wrestler, and her name is Bad Nanny, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about her wrestling career. Good afternoon, how you doing?
Hey, Chris. Good. How are you doing? Thanks for coming to visit me at my work today.
I was going to say, Bad Nanny, how did you get into pro wrestling, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been pro wrestling with Off the Rope Studio now for about 3 years, and actually just had a match at Conestoga College this morning where Revna beat the ever-living crap out of me. So it's a good job that I do work at Active Relief Center so they can treat my injuries after a big match like that.
Can you tell us a little bit about your match today and your opponent, and what some of your moves that you've learned how to do over the years doing local wrestling?
Well, my favorite moves are suplexes and fisherman suplex. Any big strength moves, because who is actually going to go in there as a grandmother and slam someone around? But today was a little bit different because Revna is a little bit bigger than me, so she actually beat the crap out of me. My signature move is I take my diaper off, because I do wear a diaper, take it off, and beat my opponent with it. But today, she beat me with my own diaper.
I wanted to say your story is unique as well, because I started my career into radio a little bit later in life, and I guess you've done that with pro wrestling. Just thoughts on trying to overcome people judging you based on your age?
Well, I had a guy come up to me after my match, and he said, "I really appreciate what you do at your age." And I was like, "What do you mean at my age?" Apparently, when you're 51 years old, you're not actually supposed to be wrestling in a wrestling ring. So it is very unique that someone of my maturity wrestles in the ring at this age. But as long as you're doing it safe and you're conditioned and you're trained, you should be okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about the nutrition part of it and the training aspect of it?
I do powerlifting training 4 days a week. I do sprint training 1 day a week, and I'm in the ring 1 day a week for a 2-hour session at Off the Rope Studio. And I eat a lot of protein and drink a lot of water and a lot of fruits and vegetables. So I just keep my nutrition clean and hope for the best.
For those people that are watching our interview right now and they're looking to get into wrestling, what advice would you give to them?
It's not for everyone, but give it some time. Those bumps are going to hurt. Even running the ropes hurts. Hitting the turnbuckle hurts. But you'll get used to it. And then you'll get addicted to it. And you'll love it. So if you really want to try it, you should try it. I was 47, 48 years old when I started pro wrestling. So anybody can start at any age. But just give it some time and enjoy it. And it's supposed to be fun and challenging. And it's a good activity and a good workout. And you get to be creative and come up with your own character and just do things differently. So anyone can do it. Anyone should try it. You should try it. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But if you love it, you will love it.
And how important is the branding? And just tell us a little bit about your t-shirt here.
So my t-shirt is designed by Eddie Inks. He is a tattoo artist, and it's produced by Twisted Tees here in the Kitchener area. You need to have a brand, you need to have a character, you need to do something different. Vance Nevada said, you always need to reinvent yourself all the time in the ring because the audience doesn't want to see the same thing over and over again. So you get to be creative by maybe I'm using my wooden spoon to beat somebody, or maybe I'm taking my cane and choking somebody with it. You just have to be creative and make it engaging and interesting for people.
What do you prefer, baby face or heel?
Ooh, my character's a little hard because I go in as an old grandmother and I beat people up and the audience ends up loving it. So if I'm a heel, sometimes the audience is like cheering for Bad Nanny when I'm supposed to be the heel. But the heel is a lot more fun because you get to do all the dirty stuff, including the dirty diaper and choking on the ropes and pulling the hair and just doing all the bad stuff. It's a lot of fun.
And so far in your pro wrestling career, what has been your most memorable match and opponent so far?
One of my first match was first singles match. My debut was against Robin, and the interesting part with this match was this is in Cambridge, and I look up And my best friend had surprised me from PEI and drove 17 hours to surprise me at my match. So I come out of out of the curtains and the lights and my music's blaring and I'm like all in character. And then I look up and here's my best friend from PEI sitting there. So it was like a huge shock. And then I had to be like, holy crap, get yourself together because you have a show to put on. So pulled myself together and got in the ring and nailed it. It went so good. So having her surprise me by coming all that way was a pretty cool experience.
And finally, can you tell us a little bit about your business called Active Relief Center here at 291 Woodlawn Road West here in Guelph?
Yeah, for sure. So we are a sports therapy clinic. We do soft tissue work. We have chiro, physio, massage therapist, and they'll all do the same type of history assessment treatment. We deal with high-end athletes, Olympic athletes, world-class athletes, strength athletes, and now they even come to my wrestling shows and they treat the wrestlers backstage too. So we treat kids, grandmothers, everybody in between. But we have a different, unique way of doing the diagnosing, and that's what sets us apart from other clinics, is that we have our own way to do the muscle testing, strength testing, diagnosing to find the actual root cause of the problem. Because sometimes the pain is here, but it stems from someplace else. So you have to find that, and that's what we like to do.
And where are you? What's your website and social media sites?
Active Relief Center is on Instagram, Facebook, and online. Just Google Active Relief Center and you'll find us. We have Guelph, Hamilton, and Hagersville. So we've got 3 clinics to look after you.
And where can my audience follow you on social media? And final thoughts as Bad Nanny for CDP here.
So you can follow me on my Instagram is Badder Nanny, because Bad Nanny was already taken, so I had to go even worse. Badder Nanny is my Instagram. That's where you'll find most of my videos that I like to make and promote my matches. I've got a match coming up at the Shed in Dundas on March 14th, and then I'm at the Odd in Kitchener on May 24th, and that is going to be a huge show with wrestlers coming in from the WWE to put on a big show for the audience.
And final thoughts for CDP here as Bad Nanny, if I was like an opponent of yours.
Well, really, what I really want to say is congratulations, Chris, on your 500th episode that's coming out next week. So thank you for having me, and advice from Bad Nanny. Listen, if you're not a bad kid, I don't have to spank you, but I don't know. There's a lot of bad kids out there, so they're all going to get spanked from the Bad Nanny.
Thank you so much for this and continued success as a local pro wrestler and with Active Relief Center here in Guelph. Thank you so much, Bad Nanny.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.